Hello friends, another one of my little series of quick and easy little crafty things to do. I had this sheet of mylar and I have been cutting out some stencils. So I'm just putting this paper behind so you can see. What I've got is a blade. I'm not sure, I think you can get these at Officeworks. And when you want to replace the blade, it just slips in and out and you screw that and it holds it tight. It's a good pointy, very sharp blade like a scalpel. So cutting all my things, I've just been having a bit of fun playing, drawing some flowers and some stems and cutting things out. So that is the process of cutting out your stencils. So it's all a matter of just getting your knife in there and following your line around, just simply. It doesn't really matter too much if you go in or out of that line. The line police are not going to come and get you. So that's the process. These knives are pretty good because they come with a little lid. So if you've got it in your toolbox or anything like that, it's keeping it safe. Okay, so I got a present from my friend Annika. Thank you so much, Annika. Annika loves to go to flea markets and antique auctions, and she came up to me at the green door the other day and said, "Would you like this?" And looked through, and it's a very, very old Arabic, probably a form of the Quran. I'm not sure. Inside I found a very old letter which was just falling apart, and I decided I was going to use it. I'm still thinking about what to do with the book. I'm not sure. It's obviously scripture, you know, it's text, but it's such an old book. I might just take the cover off and use the cover. I don't know. But isn't it? It's just beautiful. Oh, here's another one. Oh, every so often I find a little page. So this looks like a child's alphabet. So I'm using these. I'm not going to use this one because I found it and it's very, it's still in pretty good condition. And I did a Google search and it was highly religious. It's very, like a very higher level prayer. So I don't think I want to use that unless I scan it in and have it under paint work or something like that. But that's gorgeous. The book is gorgeous. I will be using this. Isn't that that's fabulous? I probably should go through page by page just in case there's any more. But there's diagrams. It's just amazing. It's so old. I really might scan in like front or back pages. It's the prayer beads, the prayer mat, and it's probably instructions on Islam. And I don't have any qualms about using Bible pages or Islamic pages in any of my art as backgrounds. I like the idea of, I think it's Laurie Marie Jenkins, when she talks about using things as underpants. So your base layer of your work. Anyway, I've been having a bit of a play with my stencils, and this really ratty old one that I've got here. Let me get my bits. It's another use also for your roll-off sheets. Got my, just get my little glue page. So this is really falling apart, so I don't mind using it. And what I'm doing is just having a play with my little stencils, my roll-off sheets, and some of this ancient material, letter. I'm creating some fun flowers. So I've got a few of these ready to go. I call this sort of stuff, this doodly stuff, it's almost like doing your morning pages if anyone's ever done the artist's way. Ready to go. Just you're just your way of getting yourself out on the page. So maybe I might like to do some circles on this one. Or a flower. I'm noticing that my Posca pens work really well on the Geli plate background, the paint, because the paint and the paint go together and blend. So I've got a bit of a bright yellow. But the paper's old and it doesn't always take too much work. It starts to rip a little bit. So because I've got these nice edges, I can just draw over with the Posca pen. It goes around, but it doesn't, it leaves a clean edge of a flower. So I'm just going to work one flower with you and then I'll show you some of the ones I've already done. It's quite a bit of fun. Very peaceful, calming little project. I also think I'd like to get this off, dry it a bit, but this little flower here too, that might be nice to have one little flower there. That was still wet. And what I like about this is that I've got similar flowers I can put, and so they can be a bit more uniform across different pages. So I like to just go around the edges. Maybe a bit of red for this one. Circle in the middle, dots on this one. You really can have as much fun as you like with these dotty bits. Bit of fun. And also maybe a purple. So these ones, 4mm. This is a surf paint one actually. This is not a Posca. So surf paint, metallic violet it's called. Maybe some dots through there. Oh, it's noisy outside today. Maybe a bit of blue for this one, a darker blue. Maybe some little lines. Dot in the middle. Now you could go to town and do a whole heap more if you wanted to. I'm quite happy to just be doing these as a way of calming myself, centering myself. I like to make a geometric style edge, and I often use the edge of these, the lines, to give me a shape. Nice squeaky scissors. Oh, I like that bit of orange there, so I'd like to leave that in. Maybe add a bit of interest here with a bit of a geometric shape. And what I've been doing lately is basically sticking it down in my little scrapbook, that way, maybe this way, as a reference. So I was doing some of these yesterday, and these are the ones with that really fall apart letter in the background. But I had a day before that of just really playing around, trying to... it's a good way to use up those roll-off sheets rather than throw them out. Gives you a background, gives you some interest. The circles were like little rocks. But then I could put flowers on them. So that's a bit of fun I've been having, and I hope you enjoyed that, and I hope you're inspired to go and have a little bit of a play yourself. Thanks for being here. Bye for now.